Man, I'm just like it's just a hell of it's been a fucked up day. It's not been a hell of a day, but just one little thing fucked up the whole day. Just the fact that I got accused of trespassing on this guy's property. I was fighting him off of my property. I was fighting him so he won't come back on my property. That's what I went to court for, right? To get a protection order from the courts to say he's not allowed on my property. But the judge says he's going to put one on both of us. I don't have a criminal record, like, and now there's documents that says because the protection order is for stalking or some shit, or you're a dangerous person, all this, just to make you, it makes you look like a dangerous person. It's just a piece of paper, but it's documentation. You know what I'm saying? But this white judge, I told him, like, this shit is my problems are big, man. This is a federal case that I'm dealing with. Like, I was trying to tell him, don't do the wrong thing, man. Like, this dude threatened to kill me, you know what I'm saying? Like, on video. But when I showed the judge the video, he only played about 40 seconds. I had like 6 videos on this thing on a zip drive. He played, 2 seconds of one. He played the one where they killed the cat, threw it in my yard. My dad was about to vomit on Christmas morning. He didn't get to the part where he saw the dead cats. You know what I'm saying? He just played what I said and then skipped it, and then he played the next one. We were arguing. Then he skipped to the part where we started fighting. Altogether, it's about 20 minutes of footage. This dude talking about I'm a Crip and I can wear any color I want. I get my blood brother over here to fuck you up. And I'm talking shit to him like, fuck your brother. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him and your mama. You know what I'm saying? For fucking your mama. I said something. He was getting rude with me. They get out the car. Oh, you're a child. You live with your mom. Like me, my mom is old. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help. You know what I'm saying? All the thugs out here always got to talk about who I live with. You know what I'm saying? Well, before y'all came, nobody cared who I live with. They're always in my business. But the judge is not saying I was stalking him. He's saying, no, he's not saying he was stalking me. He's saying I'll be doing shit to him. Because he sat there and lied about stuff for 15 minutes at least. And the judge told him, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This dude made up all kind of shit. And when I tried to interject and say, no, he's not telling the truth, he told me to shut up. The judge told me to shut up. So now I got a protection order on me. And I don't even go on other people's property. I don't have time. I go to work, I come home and try to go to bed. All this because I'm black. All the police know. I let the police know everything. When something goes wrong, I send them the evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the video. The police already got the video. But the judge, who wasn't even the real judge, the original judge was a woman. She was over the first 2 hearings. Then all of a sudden, this guy shows up, a different bailiff and everything, Hey, man, I got through so many problems. I ain't got no choice but call the police. I ain't got no choice but to document all this stuff. I went to the lawyer one time. I went to see a lawyer about, a real estate deal that was shady. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see if she could remedy the damage that this real estate person did to me. Before the end of the conversation, she finds out the property that I'm owning is down the street from another guy named Eric Barnes. Okay. And she says at the end of the consultation, like, I never talked to this lady before this. I saw this lady online looking for a lawyer. When I walked in, it was COVID time. She was all masked up. And she didn't even look like the picture. The picture was a 125-pound white lady. This lady was big, rotund lady. I don't know if she was pretty or not, but she was a big lady. You know what I'm saying? Like okay. But by the end of the conversation, she said, is there anybody that you would like to sue? And I'm thinking, but I'm not thinking. So I said, yeah, the realtor that ripped me off, this, maybe 1 or 2 people. And she said, try zooming out. I said, what? She said, try zooming out to the rest of the world. She already know that all these people are stalking me. I don't know if this lady was an agent or not, because like I said, the lady in the picture was a skinny white woman, young, skinny white woman. This was a middle-aged, rotund lady, like she was nice, big plump lady, but She said she was the same lady. So this judge seems to think this little protection order is the biggest part of my life. Like he's yelling at me and stuff, all because I'm black. He don't even know that I got to report him now, because I don't know what that was about. I now got documentation saying that I did something to this dude. He even accused me of starting a fight, but he didn't even watch the whole video. He watched like 2 seconds of this video, 3 seconds of that one, 10 seconds of that one. It's about 10, 20 minutes of footage there. But then people cussing me out and threatening me. They did play one part where the lady threatened to drive through my driveway every day and cut through the grass too. And then she clapped her hands just like a bitch, trust me, baby, trust me. And then she come in the courtroom, after we started court, and sat down like, now what, looking all salty. She don't even know she caught us. They moved out here after, like my stuff started getting hacked like 6 or 7 years ago. So I've been reporting this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're stealing my money right out of my bank account. They got my mom's money, everything. Like they're fucking the whole life up. And my mom don't know what to do because, like I said, her memory is here one day, the next minute it's not. So I have no choice but to go to the feds or the Department of Justice. And these people just keep picking on me, so they gotta be in it too. They gotta be part of the investigation too. So I gotta tell them what they doing. Because if something happened, they're gonna need to investigate them. You know what I'm saying? If the house gets shot up, like all this stuff, the dude moves out here 5 years after I started reporting all my incidences, right? And he got something against me. And then, the neighbors next to him, on the other side of him, they just chose to be my enemies for no apparent reason. Like they was letting fireworks off on my mother's porch while she was asleep, but I was at work, and I called to check on her. I just had a feeling, call my mom. So I parked my forklift and called my mom, and she's screaming, Jesus, help me, and all this stuff. These niggas is outside on the porch letting off bottle rockets and fireworks. My parents are 80. They fell asleep watching Steve Harvey. And I just happened to call. She picked up the phone. She's all groggy, and oh my goodness, she's shaking and stuff. So I'm like, I gotta tell the police about this shit. Because before that, I remember one time I told my cousin I wanted to learn how to build solar panels. Because I think I'm going to get a design made, see if I can come up with a brand over time, my own brand of solar panels, right? So I learned what materials go into it, but I never put one together. But it was just, I was just sharing an idea with my cousin. So next thing I know, I'm working nights, and I took a day off or something. I was at a vacation day. I took a vacation day. And I laid in my bed and went to sleep, halfway to sleep, and I hear a knock on the door. It's dark. On the front door, nobody comes to our house. We're old people. I'm 45, up. My parents in their 80s, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom's in her 70s, my dad's in his 80s, So I'm like, who was this knocking on the door? But I'm not, I don't want to get up off my bed, because I called up for a reason, Then I hear these kids like, do you want to buy some solar panels? Started running and shit, All these people do is pick on us. This is 5 or 6 years ago. So I got to report this shit. They won't leave me alone. Like everything they do is just to fuck with me. Why I live where I live. I was here because this is my family. This is where I live. I see my friends from high school. They live with their family. Nobody says shit to them. They live with their family for the same reason I do. Their family is old. Their father's old. So they moved back to the house that the family bought. If we all lived in mansions, they would be jealous of us. But all this shit I got to go through. And I haven't even begun to solve my problems. You know what I'm saying? It's like all this little stuff I go through, all this mistreatment, the judge trying to make it look like I'm a criminal, and he got the proof right there. All he got to do is watch the video and see that this dude said he was a crack dealer and a gang member, and they was coming to get me. And my dad is already scared of the dude. He said, Eric, don't say nothing to him because he had them hillbillies come out here and get you. All them hillbillies will come out here and get you. You don't never see nobody with the dude but the thugs. So the thugs next door, they was harassing my mom while they were trying to sleep. And then he moves out here a couple years later, and he's best friends with him. Like the dude will just come out and yell his name. He'll come outside and give him some weed. Hey, white boy, give me some weed. He'll come out and give him some weed, you know. No, 3 or 4 years before that, the same fat dude come outside yelling, "I'ma shoot that motherfucker in the face." And then he made the shotgun sound with the shotgun hands, you know what I'm saying? The air shotgun, boom. And he's not talking to somebody in his driveway. He's talking to somebody that's down the street and around the corner. So a year later or whatever, the white guy moves in and he's best friends with this dude. So he's an automatic enemy. And then next thing I know, I tell him to get out my driveway. He said, "Oh, I talk to your mom all the time. She said it was cool." I just told the dude, like, my mom is sick, man. What the hell are you doing talking to my mom? You hang out with killers. Stay away from my mom. But the judge said I started it with him. He saw the car parked in front of my driveway and everything. I tried to tell him the white boy was lying. He told me to shut up. So now I got to tell him, like, this judge is on something because he wasn't even the dude. He don't even know the facts of the case from the last hearing. They made me do 3 hearings just to get one piece of paper. This dude make one claim just because we got into a fight. There's no way nobody else would have fought. He puts a protection order on both of us. I never even been in this dude's yard except to tell him to stop, to get your car out from in front of my driveway so I can leave for work, I got to ask this dude to move his car so I can go to work a couple times. But the judge says I start shit with him because I'm black, So I got to report this dude. They got to investigate because it's a crime. That's a crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta have him investigated. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, America is not worth a damn anymore. You know what I'm saying? Women think they get treated bad, and all they do is date. Club. And think they're gonna meet Prince Charming. Yeah, they all Prince Charming when you meet them, and you know they Prince Charming, and you sleep with them anyway. You have babies by them, and then when you get mad enough, you start kissing girls' pussy. You all want to be gay because men treated you bad. No, that's not why you didn't want to be. That's not why you want to be gay. You're too horny. You want to be gay because don't nobody want to eat your pussy because everybody know you fucked everybody. And girls will eat your pussy. That's why you're gay. You're not gay because the men treated you bad. Because men look at you and wonder what's up with you. That ain't never treated nobody bad. But then I have problems. I'm superseded and shadowed by the gay people and the women, But people talk about me coast to coast. Everywhere I go, somebody talking shit. I met a dude from Florida talking shit about me. The same shit these niggas be saying up here. But if I say I got problems, the women say it's because you said something about Scarby. Scarby don't do nothing but start trouble. Like, everybody I ever met hated Scarby. The only reason people started liking him because he was selling more dope than he used to when we was in high school. Only people that liked him were crooks. I didn't even like him when I met him. I got used to him. And then when I got to see him for what he was, I didn't hang around him that much. I didn't hang around that much to begin with, except to go play music. And then all of a sudden, I start seeing him for what he is. I don't come around that much. But all the people in Columbus took up for Scarby and Sean Underwood. You know what I'm saying? Sean Underwood already tried to shoot my house up because I didn't want to be in this group, evidently. I didn't do nothing to the dude. I don't even know how to start trouble with a gangster. I don't know what to do to get at this dude. Never even been in trouble at all. Any fight I ever been in is because I was defending myself or defending my father or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, Columbus is full of shit, man. One time I went to cash my check at the grocery store. Thug walked right up on my hip, trying to see what my social security number was on the cash register. You know what I'm saying? Because they think robbing me is the lick. I don't have no money, dude. If I'm cashing a payroll check, that should be an indication I don't have no motherfucking money. If I was cashing a lotto ticket, you know what I'm saying, you might be looking at a couple $1,000s, But niggas are so selfish and so greedy. They think, everybody know this about him. He was on the dark web evidently. We can rob him, we can rob him through the phone, I've even picked up my phone and the motherfucker typed $775 on my paper on my Cash App, like while it was in my pocket. So I report everybody to the feds. I don't give a fuck if I gotta go broke and be homeless. Everybody gotta go to jail. Fuck that, cause nobody treats me right. I don't give a fuck if you was a friend, ex-girlfriend, whatever. My shit broke. My credit is broke. All my bank accounts are stolen. I'm telling on you, including my girlfriend that bought a car on my name. The car dealer told me, your wife, April Barnes, just bought a car here. Like, I don't have no wife, man. Only April I know is my ex-girlfriend. They got to find out what she doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this trouble just to have a boring, regular life. That's all I ever wanted in my life. To have a job and a family. Just like my daddy. And people try to ruin my life for that.